So the camera has the battery in it. I'm going to turn on the power. It's right here. I just push it to the on position and it turns on. So here's the on off, but the third position in the top part is for a digital, see that looks like a movie camera? So if I click it up there, the camera then goes into movie mode and the screen goes to always on. The record button is right here. See the little red button, little red dot there? If I push that, the camera will record. And if I stop it, I push it again. One of the drawbacks with the DSLRs for video, you're burning up the battery quite a bit because it leaves the screen on the whole time, which then just keeps eating the battery. So be careful of that. So if you're shooting video, not only would I recommend one extra battery, I would recommend several extra batteries. We're not going to talk too much about video. I will only say this. Record here. If you're using it for video, there is a microphone jack on the side over here. So behind this door here, there is a microphone jack here. It's a mini plug. It's the one on the bottom. And you plug into this hole on the bottom. So you need a special cord. Sometimes people will mount a shotgun mic or a directional microphone into the hot shoe. This is what they call the hot shoe, this silver thing here. And then get the sound that way. The audio in these cameras is not great. Part of the problem too is that there's so much noise from just moving things and your hands right here. The built-in microphone will pick up on that and it will, to my mind, ruin your video. So do be careful of that. So if you are shooting video with it, again, it's got a nice look to it, a nice warm film look. Now the problem is the headphones. There's no headphone jack on this level of camera. If I have a microphone hooked up incorrectly, I may have shot the whole thing and the video is completely worthless because there's no sound to it. So if you're using a DSLR, we do recommend that you take an external device, even if you use your smartphone or some kind of a Zoom recorder or a digital audio recorder, to actually record the sound separately. I think you'll be well advised to do that. So there is a built-in VU meter in this camera, but if you're looking for it, you're not going to find it unless the camera is in the right mode. So right now the camera is in the auto, the A+ mode right here, the green mode. You're not going to see that too well, I don't think. But the Auto Plus mode does not allow, it basically does auto everything. So it gives you no options to override anything. So in order to find the VU meter, I need to move it to a different mode. Let's try the program mode, the P mode. So it still does auto everything for me, but now when I go into the menu settings and I go over, I can then actually find the VU meter. So when I put the camera in the program mode, the P mode on the top, and I go to the menu, I now have an option to look at the C. It says sound recording. If I use these buttons right here, this is my up and down button, I can then see a VU meter and it's showing me a volume level of the sound. Now that doesn't mean it's good sound quality, it just shows me the sound volume, how loud it is. So you do need to be careful, and any pro level application really needs headphones in order to ensure that the sound quality is excellent. Because the sound quality on my microphone is good here, but if I move it away and talk further away from it, the sound quality is not very good, but the VU meter on the soundboard is still doing just fine. So I have to make sure that I record the sound at a good quality, not just quantity. So right here I see the VU meter is bouncing around, but again, this is only showing me that the camera is actually getting some kind of sound. If you look to the sound recording is set to automatic, which is what I would recommend if you are using this for video. But what I would suggest too, if you want, you can go into manual and then I can actually manually adjust the record level, right? So I can go up or down. This is very hard to do upside down. There we go. So I can adjust it up or down on this particular camera, and I can manually set the volume control on the camera. So the camera does have some audio capabilities, which we like, but again, leave it in automatic. So what size do we want to record for video? Now the video record size is 1920 by 1080. See that right there? And it says 30 frames per second. What does that mean? There's 30 individual frames. That's what we use here in North America for television and video. So I've selected that. So do make sure that the camera is set to full resolution, 1920 by 1080. That's the size that I want for full HD. It does not shoot 4K. And then there's other options along the bottom if you're shooting for the web. But again, I highly recommend always shoot the highest and best quality that you can, because you can always make it smaller later, but you can never make it larger. So that's set for video. We're ready to go. And then again, too, if I go through the menu options, when it's in program mode, not in automatic, I will see the audio options, see how sound recording is set to automatic. That's a good thing for this camera, especially since there's no headphone jack and you can't actually monitor the sound. But if I go down and click on that, I actually see there's a VU meter. So this is showing me the volume level of the sound this camera is picking up. The microphones are on the top, right there. The sound recording isn't great on these cameras because there's so much noise. Even when you're turning to zoom in and out on the camera, the microphones will pick it up, or any kind of movement. So highly recommended with this camera is that you get an external microphone. The microphone plugs into the side over here, and you can see it's a mini jack. So you're going to plug into that. It's the one on the bottom by my thumb down here. That's your microphone. The top one is not a headphone jack, and nor is the bottom one. But there's no way of actually monitoring the sound with the way the camera comes native. So the audio recording down here, the sound recording, the VU meter does show us that there is sound being picked up. But just remember, just because the volume meter is moving doesn't mean the sound quality is any good. It could be total crap. And the placement of the microphone is everything. Even this microphone, if I take it and move it further away from myself and talk over here, the sound quality changes. But the VU meter is still showing me a good level. So be very, very careful with that with this particular camera. So you can see that the volume meter is picking up and showing you sound. I can also see where it says auto. I can actually go into the manual mode here too, and I can then actually adjust the volume accordingly. If it's too loud, I can then make it quieter. So that's how you use the DSLR to record video, and in the next section we're going to look at some of the way the menu functions work and how to use those properly.